for whatever reason, there's a lot of drama in the martial arts world, and it seems more so in the ninjutsu world. Can you talk a little bit? I know you had a feud with a couple of people, like Don Rowley, for example.
Oh,
There's some
Lord.
interesting stories related to that.
That whole group is just bullshit. Martial arts is the name of the group. Excuse my language. BSMA. Don Rowley is the person who spearheads the group. And this is a high-ranking member of the Bujinkan, by the way, which is very embarrassing. But yeah, that guy, and I come to realization that he's sick, he's deranged, and it's something mentally wrong. And I'm not saying that just to be funny, but I really think that he's mentally disabled in that regard, because we're talking about somebody who lived and breathed negative things when it came to Frank Dukes, myself, and so forth. And he has a couple of his companions, Dale Dugas and Melvin Williams. Melvin, by the way, is another one of the group. Is a part of that group as well. Very, very negative people. I mean, we have a person who's high ranking in the Bujinkan who passed away by the name of Papa San. And he passed away, rest in peace, about a few years back. And his daughter, she's still alive and doing her thing and training and so forth. Melvin Williams of the Bullshit Martial Arts Group had the nerve to contact her and say some very negative things about her dead father. And I just couldn't believe it. This is somebody, Melvin Williams is somebody who's a Shihan in the Bujinkan. So we're talking about quality control when it comes to the Bujinkan and certain things that needs to be taken care of when it comes to the certain people who represent that organization.
What do you think Don Rowley and his group, why the issue with you and Dukes? Do you think he was just jealous that you guys were getting all the attention as ninjas? And
right. I don't know. Raleigh, to me, it appears because I'm from the outside looking in, it looks like he's just bored. Like he doesn't have anything else better to do. Like he's bored. And it's so funny is that he moves like a pregnant yak, So for him to have the nerve to say something negative about anybody, it's pretty redundant. So I don't know, him, the whole group, it's ridiculous. And like I said, it's an embarrassment.
Didn't he challenge people? He might have even challenged you to
right.
He challenged
me, but as it turns out, he found every excuse in the world not to come out here. In fact, he actually had so I arranged for us to meet at a mutual halfway point, which was Utah, and for us both to meet there. And he once again found an excuse not to come there. And then all of a sudden, his ankle mysteriously got twisted, and he wasn't able to come. Period. So there you have it. We call them keyboard warriors.
Yeah, there's a lot of those, man. Me and Brian know all about that. Thoughts on a guy named Phil Elmore, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Let me read you a quote.
I saw the video of Phil saying the things he said. It's so
funny. And I'll real quick, David. I'll read a quote. This is why I bring him up. For the record, I don't know Phil that much. I don't have an issue with him. I've spoken to him on Facebook. I interviewed him before. So I don't know the guy that much, but I don't have an issue with him. But here's something that he said about me, and he mentioned your name. That's why I wanted to see what kind of history you guys have, because he said Viking Samurai has endorsed people like David Richardson, which I'll endorse your magic, man. We've seen that trick at the beginning. It's amazing. Yeah, there it is.
What was your card again, sir?
4 diamonds.
1, 2, and 3.
Dude, how do you guys do that, man? But he also said David Richardson, who is a dangerous lunatic who constantly threatens to murder people he doesn't like. Where is he getting that from? Because you seem like the nicest guy, man.
Well, I love it. Hey, actually, that sounds like a movie, right? But no, I mean, like I said, he was part of that group, and he said those things that he said, and if you ask me, it sounds like it's over the top. But the funny thing about that whole thing is, about a couple months after he said what he said, he called me up and said that he apologized about anything that he would hear, that I would hear later, because of the fact that he was involved with Raleigh. Now that as it turns out, he was no longer involved with that group, and he wanted to apologize about anything that I had heard come out of his mouth negative in regards to me. So that's why when I heard that, I started laughing, because this is what he was talking about. I didn't know what he was talking about until I saw it on your show.
Sure. Viking Samurai has not only swallowed Dukes' BS hook, line, and sinker, but has also endorsed people like David Richardson, who is a dangerous lunatic who constantly threatens to murder people he doesn't like. I cannot take this fellow. I cannot take this fellow or his channel seriously. He has no judgment whatsoever. Okay, so he was just teamed up fighting Raleigh and those guys' fight. I'll give him credit, though, that he actually apologized, because not a lot of people would do that.
Oh, no, exactly. So I thought I was really taken aback by that. I thought that was really out of his character. I didn't expect it. So when he said what he said, I was like, wow, okay. Thanks,
you know what's interesting about that, too, is I've always been fascinated. Haven't been somebody – I took the martial arts very serious when I was younger, the whole – Bushido way of the warrior, and I molded my character. It's the idea that these people are supposed to be so senior can be so unknoble, and have a very small understanding of honor and being noble. Like, and then all of a sudden you act like that, and it's so demeaning to what they're representing that you actually lose faith. You say all these guys, they're supposed to be these masters, and here they are like an unhinged young person, just not acting stable and sane and warrior-like. You want to see stoicism, but not this drama kind of, almost childish at times.
I think there's a saying in that regard, in regards to us meeting our heroes or someone that we look up to. The one thing that's saying is that don't meet them.
Somebody said that to me the other day.
Don't. Because they will let you down. The truth of the matter is they're human. They're human. We all have.
I gotta say, I'm gonna make a profound statement right now, just to everybody out there. David, he was my hero when he came here. He did not let me down. I want to put that out to the world.
And I want to add to that. And this, I'm not trying to rub your shoulder in the right way or whatever. The truth of the matter is what you're doing in regards to this forum and giving everybody opportunity to speak out and so forth. And I love the way you say that you're neutral. You got to give everybody a platform to express themselves, but you're neutral, for God's sake. And for someone to take that and say, "Oh, he's drinking the Kool-Aid," no. Yeah, so what you're doing, man, I really think I want to commend you on a job well done. Keep it up.
Oh, thanks,
and
man.
What's funny is you're not going to be able to do this for too much longer, because you're going to be a superstar one day. And when that happens, you're going to have people representing you doing this for you.
Yeah,
you're making your brand now, sir.
Is that what's going to happen? You're going to be out in Hollywood. I'll be doing the show all by myself.
He's going to be too big, for God's sake.
It'll be fun to do this show if I blow up. That'd be even funner then, right? We get a much bigger audience.
Yeah,
but we're trying to start to build it by being consistent every Saturday. So thanks again, David, for joining. Hey guys, make sure to join me, Viking Samurai, and my co-host, Brian the Beast Robinson, where we do episodes 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern time. We got a variety of guests, so make sure to check that out live every Saturday. If you can't make it, then check the live tab on YouTube, and you can watch these after the fact. In fact, you can head over there now and watch the full interview we did with David Richardson.